Welcome back, guys. Today we are going to understand how we can find a particular data on Excel sheet and or Excel workbook and replace any unnecessary data that is available in your workbook or worksheet. Yeah. How do we do replace or find a data on worksheet or workbook? The first way that we'll see is from your ribbon. So you need to go to your ribbon, which is your home tab here. In this, we need to check for the editing group. In this editing group, we have this option of find and select. You need to click on the arrow, which is next to find and select, and the option for find and replace will open up. Okay. And you can see the keyboard shortcuts as well. So if I go to find, the keyboard shortcut for find is Control F. We'll see that as well in a short while. And to replace it is Control H. Okay. So the first method is going to your home ribbon, home tab in the ribbon. Go to the editing group. And within the editing group, you need to select find and select. And within find and select, you have these two options, find and replace. Okay. That's one method of opening your find and replace button. So if I open find, click on find, you'll find this new pop-up window that opens up, wherein you will get various options to find your data. Also, within the same tab, you will get the replace option as well. We'll check. The only difference between find and replace tabs are that you get this replace with option in replace, and you have this two button to replace all and replace a particular data. So if I go to the find tab again, these two things are missing on the find tab. You see this? Rest all things are same. Okay. So again, I'll close it. I'll clear all this formattings. Okay. Now this was the first method. To go to home tab within the ribbon, go to the editing group and select the find select command. The second method, as I said, told you earlier, using your keyboard. So using your keyboard, you can use the ribbon once again by pressing Alt H, which is your home tab, which gives you all these options. I'll again try to click on Alt H. You will find this various alphabets that have come. Now in this ribbon, you need to go to the FD button. So I press FD on my keyboard. Okay, it opens again. I'll do this FD. It opens the tab. Okay, again, I have to go to Alt H and then let me go to Excel first. Okay, Alt H, which opens the home tab. Then you press FD, which is the option for find and select, and then you press F for opening the find option. Okay. Now let me repeat this. Alt H, that opens the home tab, then FD, then F to open the find window. Lastly, to open the same window, on the keyboard, I will press. Okay, let me open the keyboard once again. On screen keyboard. Okay, so I need to press Control F. As soon as I press, okay, I need to click on Excel first. Okay, Control F. This will open the find window. See this? Let me show it to you again. I need to click on Excel. On my keyboard, I am pressing Control F. That opens the window. For find, you can see the find tab selected, not the replace. To open the window with the replace selected, you press Control H. See this? It directly opens the replace window. So these are the three ways in which you can open the find window from where you can start searching your data. Okay, that's pretty clear now. Now let's try to understand the various options which are available in this window. Yeah. So let me press, as I use my keyboard often, so I'll press Control F on my keyboard. Let's understand the various options. Find what? This particular option is where you will add the text which you want to find, or you add the data which you want to find. Within provides you where you want to search the data. Whether you want to search it within the sheet, the open sheet, or you want to search it within the entire workbook. That means all the sheets. Okay. Next, whether how you want to search. So how do you want to search? Whether you want to do it row wise or you want to do it column wise. So it shows you that. So this particular window, rows and columns, this will help you to understand how my search is done, whether it is done through rows or columns. Yeah. And then where do I have to look? Whether I have to look it in formulas, I need to see values or comments. Yeah. So I can search certain value within the comments as well. Okay. Let me delete all the formatting. Yeah. Lastly, there are two other options available here. This match case, if you select, will match the entire case. So if I'll show that. So suppose I have this East, which is available within the data as E capital, A, S, T as small letters. But if I try to find out East with a capital letter and say match case, it will never find this because the letters over here and the letters which I'm trying to find, which has to match case, are not matching. Okay. Whereas I do it without match case, it will find East as well. Okay. We'll see that. We'll see that with an example. Match entire cell. This will match for the entire content of the cell. So if I put some value which is incomplete. So instead of central, if I only write cell, it will still search for it. But if I say match entire cell contains, then it does not match. So CEN does not match central. Okay, we'll see that as well as in the example. Okay, so this is what the find options that are available. Yeah, next is replace. It has the same options as I told you earlier. The working is the same. The only option that is being added is the replace with. So here, what I need to add is the text or the content that I want to replace with. So suppose I want to replace East with Eastern. So I'll type it here. Yeah. And whether I want to replace only a particular cell or replace all cells. We'll see that as well. Okay, so let's start with understanding find and replace one by one. So let's start with find first. So I go to find. I want to search for West. Yeah. So what I'll do is I will type West. I keep the option as it is. Okay. I am keeping all the options as it is. So sheet, by row, formulas, match case, match entire cell. Okay. I say find next. So it will find the next vest. So you can see one by one the cell is getting selected. Now the vest is here in row 21. So the next find will go to row 21. So if I say find next, see this, my cursor has gone to the next row, that is 21. Okay. Now, if I tell to find all, so if I say find all, so I have to find all the vest which is within the sheet. Within this sheet, you can see this. This is sheet. So I say find all. You can find there is a entire list where it is able to find all. So it is able to find it in the C39. It is able to find it in C49. It is able to find it in C53. So as you click on it, it will automatically go to that particular row where the particular test is available. So let me explain this window as well. So what it gives me is which workbook it belongs to. So that's the name of the workbook here. Yeah. Then it gives me the sheet number. So that is the sheet number, sheet 7 here. Then it gives me the cell. So which cell? C11. So if I select C11 here, it will go to C11. You can see the cursor has gone to C11 now. So it gives me the cell number and it tells me the value within that cell. Okay. So this is how it looks for it. And since it is by rows, it is searching vertically. So if it would have been with columns, it would have searched horizontally. Okay. So what we did, we searched for west, which is within the particular sheet. Now let's try to find out this match case and entire cell contents. So suppose if I try to put west as in capital letters, west, and I say match case, and I'll tell to find all, it is not able to find anything. Why? Because my contents within the Excel is not in the same format as what is available for me to search. So I have put all the letters in capital form, whereas West over here is W is capital while EST is in small letters, wherein I have asked the search or find to match the case. So it matches the exact case. It's not there, hence it is not showing me any output. If I would have removed this, it would have showed me all West. You see this? Even if it is smaller, it will show me. So whatever the case it may be, it will still show me where it has found West in whatever case it may be. Okay. So that was one part. Second is match entire cell content. So if I want to find central, but if I just put cent, still it will search. So if I try to find all for CNT, it is able to find central. You see this? All the centrals are being selected because it is not matching the entire cell contents. It is only matching some part of the cell content to see whether cent is available within your sheet or not. Now, if I select this and try to find all, it will not be able to find anything. See this? It is not able to find anything because it is trying to match this entire content. Whereas if you see the spelling of central, it is CENTRAL, wherein I am trying to search only the part of central. Since I have taken this option as it has to match the entire cell contents, which is not matching as per what I'm trying to find, it is not giving me any output. But yes, if I try to remove this, it will find all the centrals which are available, even though it is just a part of that particular word. Clear? Lastly, what we need to check is, suppose I want to find something on some other sheet. So I have this name, I scan analyze, written on sheet 5. So I have written this on sheet 5, whereas I am trying to search it on sheet 7. So I am on sheet 7 right now. You can see this. So I am on sheet 7. We can see this here. Okay. And I'm trying to search. I can analyze on this sheet, which is not available. So I'm trying to search this on this sheet. I'm saying find all. I'm not able to find it. Why? Because it is available on sheet 5. Okay. So it is available on sheet 5. So how do I search for it? Wherein I am on some other sheet, whereas the data I'm searching for is on some other sheet. In that case, what we need to do is we need to find, do the find or find the or perform the search on the entire workbook. So I change this sheet to workbook. This way, if I try to find I scan analyze it and say find all, it will tell me it is available on this particular workbook and it is on sheet 5 and it has taken me to that particular sheet where the data is available and it is telling me which cell it is available and the value of that cell. Even if I try to put, if I am sheet 7 and if I try to put just eyes, which is not available on sheet 7, and I say find all, it will again take me there because I have not taken the option of match entire cell contents. Okay. So just to repeat once again, here find what is the place where you will try to put the data which you want to find. Within is the place where you want to search it, whether you want to search it within the sheet or the entire workbook, whether you want to carry out the search rows or by columns, or where you want to search, like whether you want to search it within formulas, values, or within comments. Yeah. And then this two option, as we know, it is used to check whether the case matches or not, or whether the entire cell matches it or not. Okay. Now let's come to replace. So I'll just remove all the formatting first. I'll go to sheet 7. Yeah. Suppose I want to replace East with Eastern. So I go to replace. You know, you need to go to this tab. If the tab is already open, you can directly press Alt P to go to the next tab. You can see a underline below. So here, there is an underline below P. Yeah. So I can select Alt P to go to the next tab. Okay. How do I do that? I go to the keyboard. On screen keyboard, I need it again. Yeah. I click on Alt and then P. Okay. I need to select the sheet first. Okay. Uh, I select Alt. Sorry, guys. I just pressed on some wrong buttons which stopped my recording. So coming back to this, if I'm on find and if I pressed on keyboard as, let me go here. So I'm on find. If I press Alt P, it will take me to the replace tab. You see this? If I have to come to find again, I press Alt D. Yeah, it goes to find. Again, replace Alt P. Okay, this is how we can use keyboard to switch between these two tabs. Now, if I have to go to replace when the window is not open, on the keyboard, I will press Y. So on the keyboard, I have to press Control H. Yeah, that opens the replace window directly. I'll close the keyboard. Now, over here again, the same options. Now, suppose there is a scenario where I want to replace West with Western. So what I'll do, I'll try to say West and what I have to replace with. So I have to replace it with Western. Yeah, I want to replace it on the sheet. I want you to go by rows and I want to replace. So I have this two button. If I want to replace only one instance, so I'll say replace. So it has replaced one instance and immediately jump to the next instance of West. Yeah. Again, if I press replace, it will replace it and move to the next instance of West, which is in row 21. So let's replace this. Can see it is replaced. Okay. Now, again, let me remove. Now, suppose I want to replace all the West which are available with Western. I'll say replace all. Pretty clear? All the Westerns have got, West have got replaced and it has told me that all done, we made 8 replacements. So there are more rows which are available within this window, which I have to scroll down, which has got replaced automatically. Okay, but you need to take care of one thing, guys. I'll tell you what. Suppose I want to replace only West, but there is a word called, there is a country called West Indies. Yeah, which I do not want to replace. But you want to see what happens? So I'll say again, replace West with Western. I'll say replace all. You can find that it has replaced even the West Indies, which was the right word. The West has been changed to Western. So you need to be very careful while you're doing West, replace all. Yeah. So please be very careful. This way, now this is where the entire content thing comes into picture. So if I have this West Indies here and I do the same thing, but I say match entire cell content. So the West has to be exactly matching the entire cell content. Now if I replace all, it will only replace the West. It will not replace West Indies. So this is where the this particular option match entire cell contents come into action. Okay. Now, again, one more thing, if West, if I have this in capital letters, it will still not, it will still replace it. I'll show you. So I'll say replace all. It has still replaced it with Western. Now, I do not want to replace this one which is in capital letter. So I'll say match case and I'll say replace all. You see, the one with capital letters has not got replaced. So this is how you can use find replace within your Excel sheet to find your specific data, and also you can replace them using the various options that are available. I can replace anything which is available on other sheets as well. So I had I scan analyze, you remember that on sheet 5, analyze, and I want to replace it with ECA. Yeah. And I want it to check on sheet, which is not available. I try to replace all. You see, this text is not found. So I need to select the entire workbook. So I select entire workbook and say replace all. You can see there is one replacement has been done. Now I go to sheet 5. You can see I scan analyze has been replaced with ECA. So this is how you can use this various options which are available on find and replace to find your data on a work inside an Excel worksheet or workbook, and also replace the contents at a go or in or quickly as possible as per your need to make the necessary changes and clean the data. I use it mostly to clean my data wherever possible. Yeah. So this is one of my cleaning exercise that helps me to make my data, keep the data hygiene, and which helps me getting into a more accurate analysis, which I can perform later. Yeah. Hope you understood the concepts of find and replace within Excel worksheet. Hope you like this video. Do like it, share it with your colleagues who want to learn Excel. Uh, do comment if you want me to cover any of the topics in my future videos of this 365 days of Excel. And yes, do not forget to subscribe to my channel, because that's how you are going to get this future videos that I'll upload every day. Thank you so much.